So there's some YouTube changes in the work, and apparently people who don't have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time won't be monetized anymore. So I fall under that category. But at the same time, because of the content that I make and stuff, because I cover political issues and current events and stuff, all of my stuff is already demonetized, right? So this doesn't really affect me, right? It even when my stuff does reach 1,000, etc., and I do reach a higher threshold, all my stuff will still be demonetized, right? So this really just affects a lot of the average YouTube content creators that are making regular things, but honestly, a lot of these people, they're only going to be making like $50 in a year, right? They're not going to be making a lot of money. Nobody's going to be sustaining themselves off of that income, right? So it is shitty. It definitely disincentivizes some people to start channels, and some people, they only need a few dollars for incentive to, like, keep making stuff, and like, oh, I made a little bit of money from this, I want to keep doing it, right? So this will definitely turn some people away, but honestly, the majority of people, once you reach 1,000 subs, you will be eligible to be monetized, and that's when you're going to be making more money anyways, right? It's when you get into the tens of thousands and stuff is where you start to make decent money, right? But any time before that, you're not really going to be making anything. So this isn't really a big deal. I think people should be focusing more on the fact that these companies like Google, Twitter, etc., are instead, like, trying to censor people, and are trying to demonetize people who are making content that is trying to compete with the mainstream media and stuff. Like, you don't even have to talk about anything bad, right? But just as long as if it's a current event type thing, it's likely going to get demonetized, which is bullshit. But at the same time, we should be focusing on crowdfunding more. We shouldn't be giving money to these corporations. If you like a content creator, you should probably just donate to their Patreon, right? Because that way there's no, like, there is kind of still a middleman because you're giving a Patreon, but at least you're not giving to these large corporations. You're not, when you watch my content, use ad block. If you don't even want to donate money, just at least use ad block, so then they don't get an ad, and YouTube doesn't get money for it either, because like all this censorship and stuff that's going on, demonetization, is caused by these corporations pulling out of YouTube, by governments trying to censor, trying to impose regulations to remove, hateful content, etc. So a lot of these companies are censoring us for that reason. So why would we give these people more money, right? It makes no sense. If anything, like, I've been using AdBlock for a long time because I cannot stand commercials anymore. So I'm not going to subject the people who watch my content to commercials, right? I can't stand them when they're on now. I want to, like, kill myself if I happen to see one and stuff. But so yeah, you don't have to watch them on my content. I won't put them anymore because the majority of the time my stuff gets demonetized anyways. But yeah, it sucks for a lot of the people who are starting out, and I do feel for you, but don't worry. Once you get 1,000 subs, you'll be able to be monetized again, right? So it's just a little while longer. Just stay at it, stay dedicated, and you will reach that mark eventually, if you just stay at it. But that's all I pretty much had to say. If you do like my content, subscribe and have a good day. See ya.